Hey gang, Kris Krohn here, and wanted to share with you, I'm having kind of a first experience in my life. I'm about to get on a private jet that's going to be taking me home from an event that I was doing out here in California. And it's kind of fascinating how this all happened because, first of all, it's not by coincidence, it's certainly not by chance. It's because I started adhering to a principle that was recently taught to me that I was having a hard time putting some faith in, but I decided to basically trial it and test my faith on it. The principle that was taught is called the power of proximity. And this principle is all based on an idea that the people that we surround ourselves with are the people that are going to get us where we want to go. In fact, they say we become the average of the top 5 people that we hang out with. And this principle that I want to share was that we need to be reaching up to get ourselves in the circles and to meet with people of influence and power and ability and resource as high as we can possibly reach. Now, these are people that we're not actually really comfortable spending time with if they run in different circles or if they have different levels of success. There's always going to be more successful people out there. And so our nature is to strive to just push one little incremental step at a time. But I decided to really get out of my comfort zone and just start reaching up as high as I possibly could. So just in this last month, I've made a series of brand new contacts. Some of these people are not in industries that I even thought I was going to be a part of. Some of these are industries I'm not even going to be a part of. But I decided to really pay the price to reach out and get to know people, to go to lunches, meet with people, have meetings. And I got to tell you that choosing, for me, adhering to this principle and then choosing to be comfortable with these individuals, choosing to be comfortable to run in their league has opened up crazy doors and some of the biggest opportunities in my life. In fact, I'm about to get one-on-one private time on this plane to be talking about potentially one of the biggest deals that I've ever done in business, period. So I just want to share this with you. It's like right now this individual is offering me a flight home for free on their private jet. And having this experience, I'm amazed at this really simple and basic principle. And I'm just going to let you know right now, I've tested it enough that I'm going to keep living it. I think too often we associate ourselves with the people we feel most comfortable with. And then when it's time to reach and live this principle, we'll reach for those that are maybe just a notch up or 2 notches up. But you know what? I want to encourage you today. I want to invite you to have your own experience with this, because for some of you, this video is going to change all your stars, like it is for me, which is know what you want and then start going out there and meeting people of tremendous impact and influence, people that have spent years or decades building their success. One of those individuals has the ability to take you further and skip decades and years of life and time just by getting to know them. So I guess as I'm living this principle, the advice that I would give you is to choose to feel more comfortable than your nature's probably going to allow. Because you know, these are human beings just like you. And there's a lot of generous ones out there that are absolutely willing to help you succeed and get where you want to go. And I feel like that's what's happening in my life right now. I've always considered myself successful, but I got to be honest, I've had a negative energy towards doing joint ventures and meeting other people and just felt like I couldn't find the win-wins. And I've gotten myself so out of my way. The second piece of advice I give you is you got to step outside of what you think you want, because what you think you want also has the ability to greatly limit you to only be able to see the perception that you want. And yet, as I've been spending time with these other individuals, they're pushing me to think outside the box, but that's where these deals lie. That's where these opportunities are. And I feel like I'm on I'm about to get on this private jet to get home, but I feel like I'm experiencing my next meteoric rise of success and influence and ability, all from putting myself out there to meet people of influence, meet people of power, and to reach as high as I can. So I want to invite you to do this. Reach as high as you possibly can, choose to feel comfortable, and be willing to get outside your comfort zone of what it is you think you want. Get to know them. And I think the last piece of advice would be see how you can serve them, because I feel like as we're going out of our way to help other people, serve other people, I had an opportunity to do that today, to serve someone in a huge capacity with a personal belief breakthrough that was so deep and life-changing. There's an individual who lost their son almost a year ago and just didn't know how to cope and reconcile. And oddly enough, by going out of my way to serve this individual, his friend, his business partner that's invited me on this private jet is now even more impressed by my character. And I'm like, wow, I was just doing the right thing. But doing the right thing and applying it to this principle and reaching out to serve people and help people get where they want to go, I'm finding is absolutely a next level of success for me. In fact, if I had to go one step further, when this principle was shared to me by Tony Robbins, he said, by adhering to this principle, the proximity of power, one relationship has the power to do more for you in 1 year than without this principle can get you after lifetimes. And so be conscious of who you're associating with. Put yourself in rings of power. Put yourself in rings of individuals and circles of influence that are far beyond, not a little, far beyond where you're at in life. Because who knows, it might land you on some private jet and taking you off to some amazing journey where you're going to be talking about your biggest business deal of your life.
So check it out. I got off that jet, I made my move, and guess what happened? I just scored the biggest deal in my entire life. I kid you not, I will influence more people, I'll touch more lives, I'll be able to create so much more of what I want, and it all happened from living that principle, the power of proximity. Friends, if you want to know how to live that, then I'm inviting you to come into my space where we can experience this principle together, hand in hand. Come on over to the website where you can learn about some of the experiences that you and I can share together, whether it's live stream, whether it's in person. I want to invite you to learn more about them, learn more about the books and the different ways that we can interact together. Because I'm telling you right now, I've climbed massive mountains, I'm climbing big ones, and I'm inviting everyone with me. Heck, you might be my guide climbing my next mountain. Let's do it together.